Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Vortex. My name is Hikaru, and this is our first episode of World of Warcraft. I will be joined in the next episode by my friend DarkRelic, and we are going to be playing the game through, starting at level 1 all the way through. We are going to be covering a lot of the Cataclysm changes, as well as the Worgen starting area. We are both going to be playing Worgen for this. This specific episode is going to be covering character creation, and we're going to just jump right in here. So, like I said, I'm going to be playing a Worgen through this. I'm going to be a Worgen hunter, but I'm going to show you a little bit about the actual character creation for any new players out there. The character creation in World of Warcraft, luckily, is very simple. You make a few basic choices, choose how you want your character to look, and you jump right in. Most of the actual choices you make on your character and how you customize your character when it comes to abilities and skills and such is done within the game. It's not done in the character creation process. As you proceed through, you will put points in talent trees, and you'll make choices of that nature as you go through. This game is very gear-based, meaning that the equipment that you get makes a big difference in how you play your character. Okay, so the choices here are Human, Dwarf, Night Elf, Gnome, Draenei, and Worgen. Those are all on the Alliance side, which is quote-unquote the good guys, even though it is kind of a gray area between the two, and there's not really a good or a bad. And then the Horde, you could be Orc, Undead, Tauren, Troll, Blood Elf, or Goblin. Now, it's split straight down the middle like that because it is two opposing factions. If you play on one faction, you cannot play with characters from the other faction, making it to where you're basically choosing your side right at the beginning of the game. Basic options like male and female are available. And then here are all the classes. Depending on the race you choose, from the top, you might not be able to choose all classes. See, for example, the Worgens cannot be a paladin and they cannot be a shaman. So I'm going to be a hunter, as I had stated earlier. The cool thing about the Worgen is it has two forms. You have your human form, and then you have your actual Worgen or werewolf form. So what you do is when you make changes to your one form here, which I will do right now, get him looking the way I want him. There we go. Let's change his hair color and his hairstyle. Well, that works. Let's give him a goatee. I always like goatees. I have a goatee myself. There we go. When you change his style, you've actually changed the Worgen wolf style also. As you can see on the right hand side, there is a synopsis of both your race and your class choice, giving you the basic information when you're choosing what you want to be. Every single class has a different way about them, and your role will change greatly. For example, if you're playing something like a warrior or a paladin, you're going to be up in the close in battle, you're going to be using swords and axes and hammers and things like that face to face with your enemy. If you're playing something like a hunter like I'm playing, or a spellcaster, you're going to be at range and you're going to be at a distance. Not to mention your role within a group. If you are a warrior, you're probably going to be a tank, which means you're going to be the person that's trying to keep the attention of the enemy so that they are not attacking the mages and healers and such. If you're a priest, you're going to be a healer. There are DPS priests, but most of them are healers. Druids are the same way. Luckily, druids can go either way. You can either be DPS, you could be a tank, or you could be a healer, depending on your choices and your talent trees. But you really want to do the research before making your character on what you want to be. What do you want your role to be? Do you want to be healing? Do you want to be doing damage? Do you want to be up front, taking control of the boss that doesn't kill anybody else? That's really the key in it. Now, in one of the expansions, they released the idea of a Death Knight. Now, Death Knights are characters that actually start at level 65, so you actually get to start the game at 55, you start at level 55. So you start the game at 55 going forward. I do not believe you can actually make a Death Knight until you've reached level 55 on another character. They might have removed that, but I'm pretty sure that's still the case. But Death Knights have a special storyline starting out, and you start right into the Burning Crusade content. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in here. If you've watched any of my other series, you already know what this character is going to be named. Normally Hikaru without the H, but my main character's name is Hikaru without the H, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so we're going to accept. Okay, so this is going to load into a cinematic. We'll watch this quick cinematic heading into the city of Gilneas, and then we'll get started. We'll join up with DarkRelic at that point. Loading screens aren't normally that bad. Just going in for the first time takes a little bit longer. There we go.
Led by their indomitable king, Gen Greymane, the proud citizens of Gilneas once stood with the Alliance against the vile, orcish horde that sought to conquer all of Lordaeron. Gilneas survived, but in the chaotic years following the Second War, the mighty kingdom drew ever inward. Distrustful of their former allies, the Gilneans erected a mighty wall at the borders of their land, closing off their nation and their hearts from an ever-darkening world. Now, many years later, as the seemingly unstoppable undead scourge marches across Lordaeron, human civilization once again teeters on the brink of destruction. As war and terror close in all around them, the citizens of Gilneas are faced with one terrible truth. Their mighty wall cannot hold back the dead for much longer. And worse, rumors of a new threat have arisen within the kingdom's borders, of feral nightmare creatures that walk upright as men, but hunt and howl as wolves.
There we go. And here we are, and there is DarkRelic right there. DarkRelic is playing as the character Fate, and he is a Worgen warlock. So we're going to be teaming up. To invite someone to a party, you just target them by clicking on them, and then you just choose invite. They'll get a prompt on their screen, and then bam, there he is. Okay,
And
so
I accept.
very cool. Now I've got a pet here. Apparently the aptly named dog is my dog. That's very clever. A couple options I have. I have Revive Pet if he dies, and then I have Call Pet. Later on I'll have more than one pet that I can summon. They all have different roles, etc. When we get to that point, I'll make sure I explain that. I am using one mod. I want to get that out of the way right away. I'm using the mod called Baganon. What that does is it takes all my backpacks, shoves them into one giant backpack, making it a little easier to manage your inventory. We will be adding more mods as we go on, and then we will explain them as we add them in the different episodes. If you have any suggestions for mods, maybe your favorite one that you use, please leave it in the comments, and we'll be sure to take a look and add the ones we feel are a good fit. Okie doke. So let's just jump right in here. So as you can see, this gentleman in front of us has a giant exclamation point. That exclamation point basically means he has a quest. So you right-click on him, letting me know it's not safe. I need to seek shelter before it's too late. So he wants us to find Lieutenant Walden in the northwestern area of Merchant Square. So the second I accept that, it adds it to my quest tracker on the right-hand side here. And then that question mark right there on the map, that's where I want to go. That's where I'm trying to do. Let's head over to him. Is my fate following me? I like the name.
Yeah, I'm pretty fond of it. And my pet, Yazkol, obvious name for any imp, of course.
Of course, yes. Not quite as obvious as dog, but Yazkol works.
It's up there, though.
Doesn't look like this guy's doing too good. Deep claw marks run through the man's corpse.
Ooh. Ouch.
Looks like we're gonna head back and let him know that something's not right.
Something wrong here.
As you can see on the map, there's an exclamation point on the map along with a question mark. Question mark, of course, being the turn-in. Exclamation point being another quest to get. He's got multiple quests.
We know you're busy fighting here, buddy, but we got some questions for you.
Whenever a mob, in case you're wondering why they're not attacking, if they have a yellow name, it means that they're not aggressive. So they won't attack unless you attack them. Okay, so that's another quest. So let's see what we got here. We've got to kill 6 of these Worgen. We have to salvage supplies, 4 of them, and then 3 market homes evacuated. So let's kill some of these Worgen. There we go. Just right-click the loot.
He was pretty scared of the spell I was casting. As was that one.
Don't worry, you'll get a spell off eventually. I mean, I do have a gun.
That's true. Oh, yeah.
Looks like we need one more. There we go. Okay, Let's head back over here. I think I saw those crates. Yeah, there we go. See the glowy, little sparkly crates here? That means that's a quest item. If you right-click on that, you will take that. Oh, and of course he beat me to it.
Was that a group update for us?
No, it's not. It's all good. If anybody watching has watched the EverQuest 2 serials, you will know that he is the fastest clicker in the West.
I have crazy skills, yo.
There we go.
Or
So we got
something.
2 of them. Oh, looks like these doors are glistening over here too. These must be the market homes.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, I saw one over on this side as well. Oh, and there's one back here too.
Nope, there we go. Oh no, there's one after her! I was too close, I couldn't shoot my gun. Nope, I've reached level 2.
Very cool. I love how it's just, you know, it's so profound.
Yeah, the giant announcement level 2 and then the big ding animation, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a change for Cataclysm that wasn't quite that pronounced before. Okay, it looks like
This is actually my first time in Cataclysm.
Yeah, this is definitely definitely cool. I played a little bit of Cataclysm when it first came out, and we just activated his account with Cataclysm, so you'll get both sides of it. Someone that's been through the changes and someone that is just learning for the first time. Although he has played the game quite a bit before that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Got a few years under my belt.
I can't reach that.
Okay, so just gonna bring this last person out. I keep accidentally disabling the sound.
I don't have a target.
Okay, back to turn in. 3 quests to turn in. I think one of them gives us another bag too, which is always good.
Very good.
I got a bad feeling.
Yep. This is the one.
That's enough gabbing for me today.
Okay, so that increased my bag size, which as you can see made my bag a little bigger here. It added 6 more slots.
All my
Okay, so now he wants us to speak to Gwen Armstead in the military district.